Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we've just done the reclining part of the back of the seat, and you've measured it by your wrists. We need to make sure that's a good distance so you can reach the top of the steering wheel, and you're not too close to it, also for the airbag. Next we've got the head restraint, which is this part,
Oh, the bit I rest my head on when I'm driving.
Yeah, no, it's not to rest your head on. It's there for your safety. If for whatever reason you have impact front or back, that will be there to stop you from snapping your neck, to be blunt.
Oh.
Okay, so it's there to protect your neck and back. So we need to make sure that the top of our ears, if you sit with your head back towards it, and if you get your hands on the top of your ears, or one of your hands on the top of your ears, and draw a line, that's it, good, perfect. So it goes, it's at least in the centre where the headrest is. Okay?
What you mean, in the meaty part?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so yours came to about here, and that's where it needs to be, in this centre.
Oh, right.
In the centre of the headrest.
So if that's not there, I have to learn a different car, do I?
Yeah, I think legally all the cars always have to have a headrest.
No, I mean if it doesn't line up.
Oh.
Do I have to learn a different car?
You've got little buttons here, they're little push buttons.
Yeah.
And you push those in. I can't really do it from here though. You have to push those in, and the headrest then slides up and down. So you move it, adjust it to where you are.
That's right.
Not on mine.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
see, yeah.
So that is really important, that you need to make sure you and your passengers' head restraints.
Oh, they've got them in the back as well,
Yeah,
have they?
they've got them in the back. They haven't in all cars, but a lot of them have these days. So you need to, and that's your responsibility to check those headrests in the back.
Headrest.
Right. Head restraints. Sorry. Steering. We need to make sure that the steering wheel is in the correct position. Some cars have different ways of changing the steering. I think this one is just literally up and down. You can move the steering wheel up and down. Can't pull it out and towards you. But under here...
Oh, my sister's got this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does go up and down, in and out.
Oh, it does go in and out.
Yeah,
okay, I thought it just went up and down. Okay, so what you can do is, if you reach under with your left hand, it's just there, you should be able to feel it, and pull it out.
Oh, it seems to be in the right... is it in the right place?
Possibly.
How do I know if it's in the right place?
If it's in the right place, is if you can seal these dials.
Can, yeah.
And if you can see over it.
Can, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not touching your legs, which is not. Okay, well if that's, that would be how you would control it. You'd pull that lever out, move it, pull it towards you or whatever.
I can always do that on the move, couldn't I?
No, you should never ever do that on the move. It's always got to be when you stand still. Imagine if you're driving along and you're fiddling with that and the steering's moving all over the place. Your steering's going to be everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Really should never do that.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is seat belts.
Right.
This is really, really important. We need to make sure that you get your seatbelt on correctly, because there is a wrong way to wear a seatbelt, believe it or not, and it can be dangerous. So if you want to reach over, remember this time it's on the other side where you're used to putting it on.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to grab hold of it, and you're going to be putting it in your socket this time.
Grab hold of it.
Gently. And you're going to get the buckle. Okay, put your arm inside it.
Inside it?
Yeah. Like you would if you were a passenger. Okay, and then you're going to stick it in your socket, which is on your chair.
Let's pop that again.
Okay, you need to push it in without touching the red button. Pressing the red button makes it release. Okay? Just the same as it does this side. Right, now you need to make sure that your seat belt is completely flat on your chest. Yours might have a little bit of a kink around the back. Can you see the way that you do this? If I show you, I'll do mine. So I reach across and grab it gently. Find the buckle. If you watch me.
I'm watching you.
You're not though. Find the buckle and put it in.
Yeah.
And then I'd get my opposite hand, which would be your right hand, and I'd get it underneath, and I'd run my thumb and finger across it. It's got to be flat across your belly and across your chest. Because if it's not flat and it's kinked or got any twists in it, it can be really dangerous if we were involved in an accident. It could cut into us.
Oh, right.
Okay, so we need to make sure that that's...
Yeah, that's flat.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then if you give it a yank at the top, really quick, it should lock.
No.
Okay, and that's what would happen. The seatbelts are designed to do if there was an accident. They would lock so that we wouldn't.
Yeah, my sister's car, her seatbelts are all frayed, and
she really should do with some new seatbelts because
I could buy them for her birthday. Her birthday's next week. Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
I think they do pink ones now.
Yeah.
You get some pink ones.
Probably.
Right. So we've got the seatbelt on safely. Anybody in the car under 14, legally, is your responsibility to make sure they've got those seatbelts on. However, morally, if you've got people in that car, you need to be checking that they've all got their seatbelts on and their head restraints are adjusted correctly.
Only under the age of 14?
No, anybody.
Anybody?
Under the age of 14, it is legally down to you. So if you get pulled over by the police and there's somebody under 14 that hasn't got their seatbelt on, you will get the fines.
Alright.
However, anybody in the car whatsoever over the age of 14, older than you, it's down to you to make sure they've got their seatbelts on, morally.
But they get the fine?
They will get the fine. But if I were you and somebody got in my car and was refusing to wear their seatbelt, I'd refuse to drive them.
I don't mind my mates getting a fine, they could do it.
Okay, but if somebody was sitting behind you,
yeah,
and they didn't have their seatbelt on, and for God forbid there was an accident you were involved in, them not wearing their seatbelt could hit the back of your chair and could crush you.
Oh right, yeah, they've got to wear the seatbelt.
Yeah, they've got to wear their seatbelt, and if they refuse to, I would refuse to take them.
Oh, it's possible down there, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're putting your life at risk as well by not wearing them. Okay, next, mirrors. I've got 2 extra mirrors here. They're for me, so you don't need to worry about those. They're for my use only. The ones that you need to worry about are this centre one, this left one, and your right door mirror.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll start off with the centre mirror. This mirror is a flat glass in it, which means everything in that mirror is exactly a mirror image of what you see behind you. So it's basically a picture of what's behind. Okay. How you need to line that up, and what you do is you hold it just with your left hand on the edge like this. Okay, sitting in the correct position in your seat as if you were driving, and you give it a wiggle around. Now you need to sit back in your seat, Tony, because if you move forwards and you adjust that mirror to the right place, every time you want to look in that mirror you're going to have to move forwards, and that could affect your steering. So you need to make sure you can see. What I want you to see is I want that black outer edge all the way around that mirror.
What black outer edge?
This frame of the mirror, all the way, that goes all the way around.
Yeah.
I want you to use that as a picture frame.
Yeah.
And I want you to hang that picture frame around the back windscreen.
Oh right.
So you can see everything that's in it. But it needs to be level.
Oh, you mean hang it straight?
Yeah, hang it straight, like you would a picture.
I've never hung a picture straight at home. All our pictures are crooked.
Okay, well, it's not going to help you if you're driving, so I suggest you start hanging up your pictures straight at home, and it will remind you to do your mirrors straight in the car.
I think I've got that now.
Okay, so do you want to tell me what you can see when you look in that mirror?
I can see a bit of the roof material at the top.
Yeah. That's the headlining.
I can see a bit of my headrest.
Restraint, yeah.
Restraint, sorry.
No
I can
worries.
see a bit of yours. I can actually see the whole of the back window, to be honest with you.
Good.
I can see those stickers you got there to say you passed your ROSPA.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, I can see a bit.
Right, great. So that's the middle one done. Next we're going to move on to these left ones and the right one, the outside mirrors. Now these are slightly different. They are curved glass. They are convex, which you might need to look up in a dictionary, but it basically means they've got a curve to the glass, which means that the way that they're shaped gives us a wider field of vision of what's behind us.
All right.
And it also means that it's not like, unlike this, it's not a true picture.
All right.
Everything you see in that mirror is in fact closer than it looks in that mirror.
All right.
And it will look smaller in that mirror.
Closer and it looks smaller.
It is, in real life, it is. I'm going to pick something that you can see. Right, it looks further away in that mirror and it looks smaller.
Yeah.
Okay? So in real life it's closer. So in that mirror, can you see that sign, that post with a sign that says 30 on the top of it?
You can, yeah.
Okay, so now if you turn round and have a look,
That's a different sign.
it's the same sign, it just looks a lot different.
All right.
It's bigger when you look at the back.
I can see it in this one. It looks all right.
Yeah, so it looks the same in that as what it would if you looked at the back mirror, out the back window.
Yeah.
But in this mirror here,
Yeah, I can't really get a very good view because I can't really. I have to really dip my head to see.
okay, so what we need to do, because you can't see properly, you need to get on your door handle there, you have a circular, I can't see it from there, I think it's circular switch. It's got a little chrome silver.
This thing with arrows.
Yeah, it's like a controller for a
Oh, right.
computer game. So you can have a fiddle around with it if you want to.
It's not working.
See what it's doing.
Just popping in.
Yeah. What that is, at the moment, it's probably switched to neutral, which means it's not controlling any of the mirrors. So if you get that little silver dial in the middle
Okay,
and
there.
push it towards me.
Towards you.
Yeah. Okay. And now press those little arrows all the way around it that are on like a computer game controller. And look at this mirror.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going in and out.
Yeah. So you've pushed it towards me. You've pushed the silver dial towards me, which means it's controlling the mirror on the
Oh,
left. So if you press the up button.
Up.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes up and down. Yeah.
Because you said you were having to duck to see that
Yeah,
sign, so it
yeah.
meant your mirror needs to go up a little bit.
So how do I know on the
Okay.
side?
So what you want to do is see a couple of finger whips of the car,
Oh, I can. Yeah.
so you can see both the door
Yeah.
handles.
Yeah.
So they want to be just in the edge of the mirror. You want to see the horizon where the trees are in the sky,
Yeah.
top of the sky. You need to see that sort of fence behind us should be in the middle,
It is. Yeah.
and you should be able to see a bit of the path and a bit of the road where that guy just walked.
Oh, I did see that.
Okay,
one.
so it's when you're sitting
Yeah.
in your seat correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you get the little silver switch now,
Yeah.
push it all the way across to your side.
All the way.
Yeah, all the way across. So now if you fiddle with those arrows, it's moving that mirror, which is now your one. Okay, so again, I want you to see 2 finger widths of the outside of the car, the door handles.
Yeah.
I want you to see some of the sky with the trees,
I can.
some of the road behind you, and
See
you
I can see the horizon in the middle.
yeah, and you can see some of the road,
It's
and
amazing.
it's brilliant, isn't it?
Mm.
So now, if you put that switch into the middle,
All right.
so now if you press those arrows, apart from the up one,
Oh,
the up one brings the mirrors in.
nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing else happens because you've switched them to neutral. So,
Oh.
so it's safe to leave now. They won't. If you accidentally touch them, they won't move.
Oh.
Okay, so now if you can look behind you, Tony, there's another sign there, and it's got 30 on it. You see it in the wind mirror,
Wing mirror.
in the door mirror.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now turn around and look over your right shoulder and have a look at that mirror, at that sign.
That's a different sign again.
It's
Isn't
the same sign, it just looks a lot bigger when you look over your shoulder and it looks really tiny in that mirror. So we need to remember that when we're using those mirrors.
Right.
Okay? Right.
I'll have to get some of these mirrors on my moped because they cover everything, don't they?
No, that's my fault. Yeah, they don't.
What, my moped you're for?
No. The mirrors are brilliant, like you've just said.
They are, yeah. They're
But
really nice.
there is a certain point that those mirrors don't cover. So we need to make sure that we use those checks. It's called our blind spot. So if you look behind you, opposite us there's a car. Can you see that silver car parked there?
Yeah.
If you look in your mirror now,
That's the kind of car I hope to buy.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
If you now look in that mirror on your door mirror,
It's gone.
you can't see it, can you?
No.
Okay, and that is because it's in our blind spot.
Oh right.
So, when we're moving off and doing certain manoeuvres, I'm going to say to you, I need you to check in your blind spot. That is the area that I'm going to be asking you to check, because those mirrors don't cover that area. Okay? So we've got the same this side. Shame there was a lady there then. Can you see that bush to my left? You can't see it in the mirror, can you?
Can't see any bush now.
Okay, so if you just lean forwards a bit or look through the back.
Oh yeah, I can see the front door, look.
Yeah, and there's a person walking along there, and if you watch, she'll suddenly appear in this mirror. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, I can see the bush there.
okay, maybe she'd got in the blind spot before I said it. Okay, so again, that is the blind spot this side of the car. That we need to remember that those mirrors do not cover, so we will be having to make effective observations at times. So when I say I need you to check your blind spot, that's where I'll be referring to. Right, moving on to your feet pedals.
Yeah.
The one on the left, the one on the right is called the accelerator. Now, this is what controls your speed of the car. When I refer to you...
It's a big word, isn't it?
What, accelerator?
Yeah.
We call it the gas.
Same.
Yeah. Gas pedal and accelerator. I will refer to it as gas a lot of the time because it's a lot easier for me and quicker for me to say. I will speak to you about it in pound coins width sections.
Yeah.
So I'll often say to you, don't do anything with your feet now, but I will often say to you, can you apply the gas pedal pound coins width at a time? I'll say another pound coin, or lift off a pound coin. So a pound coin, like we see there, is a tiny, tiny amount.
All right.
Okay? And that controls our speed.
Can I have a try?
You can have a try of it. Right. Good. That is the only time you're ever going to touch it like that, because with safe here, the engine's off.
Yeah.
You should never ever. That gas pedal is literally the tiniest movement with your foot.
All right.
Okay? Because that is really important that you remember that.
Thank you very much. Just because we've run out of time, I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Right, thank you very much. Right, I think we lost some of the tape on that one. I do apologise. My fault. Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Very good. Just one little point that's not going to show up there, even if the tape was running, which I'm not sure if it was or not.
Yeah.
Is when we're at the back of the car, it's very important to tell me it's my responsibility for the doors, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's really important. I was trying to get out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, it's really, really important to tell me that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the fact that I think probably I didn't hit the record button before we left the test centre. The talk through here was very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
You started off with big steering, means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I explained it.
Big steering and small steering means nothing to me. But you did actually explain to me, and you even, what most people don't do, you even asked me, I'm going to be turning right now. Which hand do you reckon I'm going to put to the top?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You made sure I watched you.
Mm-hmm.
And you listened to the advice I gave you, that as soon as I tell you this is a suitable road, you told me to keep my hands in my lap, yeah?
Yeah, and I remember to click the door once.
Yeah. And you talked me through, you did let me open the door without checking though. That was your 6 out the window, I'm afraid, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get me to put my hand onto the lever.
Okay, but don't pull it until I say it.
Tell me not to pull it, I'll tell you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? How did that feel?
Good. Quite enjoyed that one. Get to waffle.
Waffle. Yeah, the reason why this one's got me so spot on, it's pretty much one long brief, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and it shows my understanding of it as long as there's as much.
Well, it shows control, because don't forget, you get a 17-year-old.
All they want to do is get in the
youngster.
car and drive it.
All they want to do is drive. They're going to be all over the place. They're going to be hyper, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I really want PST1.
No, forget about PSD. Yeah, they're going to be hyper. Yeah, I mean, obviously you were nearly going to put hands on and at the back of the vehicle to stop me walking out on the road.
Did I nearly touch you?
No, he didn't actually touch me. Yeah, just make it very clear to me that, if you stand at the back of the car and just make sure I don't wander out on the road, then when we are starting to go, make sure I look, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But you did miss out on the responsibility for the doors, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me. You said the reason why we're walking down the side of the car is that I can check.
Yeah.
You didn't actually mention I could check both the doors. You mentioned I could check the tyres. Which was a good point. But it also gives me a chance to have a look at the back door as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to be opening your door anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So when the examiner says to me, this is going to be a good place to do it, for this one, I need to make sure there's no driveways. It's a safe and legal.
Well, obviously, don't park in front of a driveway and happen to.
Yeah, stop in the middle.
It's going to be embarrassing because.
You have to change seats and everything.
Well, the examiner's going to have to come out a roll, isn't he, to move
Yeah.
the car, isn't he?
Okay, so I just need to remember this one and the next one, not to use driveways.
Well, use the safe, legal, and convenient, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but on other ones you can pull over just quickly to speak to the people.
Yeah, but this is not a quick lift.
Yeah,
is
no,
it?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be at least.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
At least 22 minutes long, and if you're blocking that drive or some of the things, I don't think he's going to wait 22 minutes for you to finish, is
No, exactly.
it?
Just clarifying it.
Yeah, so the examiner would have to come out a roll and move the car for you, wouldn't he?
Mhm.
Which ain't going to go down particularly well, is it? Yeah?
No. Yeah.
Right, you can breathe and relax.
Actually enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it's very good. So did I.